What's going on, Cancer? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome to your collective Cancer reading. For those of y'all who are new here, my name is Shani and this is Melanated Mindfulness Tarot. I come and I upload collective messages for each zodiac sign throughout the week, and on Fridays we come and we do elemental messages. So if that is something that you are interested in, something that you're willing or wanting to keep up with, please do make sure that you subscribe to the channel. It will be greatly appreciated. Today, we are going to get into a three-part message. What is it that you need to know? What is it that you need to work on? And then the potential outcome of the given energy. All right. So with that being said, let us go ahead and get into it. All thanks and praise to the Most High. You know their hearts and you know their situations. Can you please give us the cards that we need in order for us to be able to receive this message with an open mind and an open heart? I ask that you give me the words to articulate this message, as well as clear anything standing in the way of their clarification, confirmation, transformation, and healing at this time. Ashe. All right, please do keep in mind that these are collective messages, so they may or may not resonate with you. However, if you are needing more assistance, guidance, or support with your personal energy, please do click the link in the description area and make sure you schedule your one-on-one service or session. All right. Spirit, what is it that Cancers need to know or be made aware of in this moment? Spirit, what is it that Cancers need to know or be made aware of in this moment? Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Okay, let's get it. Let's go. Underneath it all, there is the 10 of Wands. So this is an indicator that's like, you need to know that you probably are doing too much, 3 much, 4 much. Okay. You don't have to like excessively overwork yourself in any way, shape, or form. But when it comes down to wands is really talking about action. So it's really giving the energy of you feeling like you're doing too much, right? Whether it's a you feeling like you're doing too much, or it's a you really doing too much when it comes to making the necessary shifts or changes when it, in your life, sort of kind of speak. It all starts with how you show up for yourself, right? How you feel about yourself, what you think about yourself, all that, right? It comes together and it makes something beautiful when you are able to blend all aspects of you, what you consider to be the positive and the negative. There is power in that. There is beauty in that. And they're pretty much wanting you to know that. But that's just the underneath it all energy. So when we get into the cards that are actually on the table, excuse me, we start off with the 9 of Wands in reverse. Then you have the Fool, the 2 of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. Okay, so listen, it's really giving something with your love aspect, your love situation. Okay, there is definitely the opportunity or even the possibility for you to have a new experience when it comes to your love life. You just have to be able to transmute the energy. So more than likely, you've probably been through a situation, or you're possibly even going through a situation to where you're like, I just want this new beginning, right? I'm tired of going through the same things over and over. However, when you constantly feel like you're going through similar situations, similar energies, even when it comes to different people, it really has a lot to do with you transmuting the energy, right? Taking what you've experienced or what you've been through and then creating what it is that you actually want to have. Most times I get this when I'm doing like personal readings. When you go through a certain experience, you dwell on what you didn't like about the experience. So when you dwell on what you didn't like about the experience and then you put yourself in another situation, you look like you're, how can I say that? It's almost like you're paying more attention to the things that you didn't like in the last person, right? Transmute that energy. In any situation, in every situation that you've been a part of, there has been some good moments, right? There has been some good experiences. Even if it turned out to be what you consider bad. So take those good experiences that you had, and then you pay more attention and you put more energy into that, and that will allow you to start a new journey, to start a new experience again when it comes to your love aspect. Okay, do not be afraid to express yourself. Do not be afraid to be vulnerable when it comes to letting a person know how you feel, right? And in doing so, that will put you in a position to be able to recognize early on whether or not this is a situation that you actually want to put your effort and energy into. You don't have to, again, force things. You don't have to do so much. You don't have to do too much. You just want to show up for you. You want to love on yourself properly so that the people or the person that you are associating your energy with will recognize and realize how to show up for you, or what it is that you require. But it starts with you showing up for yourself first. Most definitely. That feels so good. When you put yourself in this position, Cancer, to start this new journey with love, it's gonna be super dope. Like, you just have to really learn how to be yourself. Really, really just be yourself. Spirit, what is it that Cancers need to work on in this moment? Spirit, what is it that Cancers need to work on in this moment? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. See? See? Okay. So what it is that you need to work on in this moment, underneath it all, you get the 7 of Cups. This is like, those negative emotions, those things that I was telling you about initially. Work on like letting that go. Those I don't necessarily want to say negative, but those ill feelings that you have when it comes to like your past relationships, your past experience in your relationships or situations, again, that's something that you hold on to. And now it's like, okay, let it go. Let it go. And letting it go will allow you to come into a new beginning or a new experience. This is what's causing you not to be able to have this new experience, this Ace of Disc energy, okay? And that's, again, underneath it all when it comes to what you need to work on. The first card up we have is the 10 of Swords in reverse, okay? The 10 of Swords in reverse. And then you have the Princess of Cups in reverse. The 3 of Swords in reverse. And the Hermit. So, listen, once again, this has a lot to do with your mindset, what you think about yourself, how you feel about yourself, the things that you say to yourself. It has a lot to do with you, of course, right? So you want to work on like appreciating yourself for who you are, appreciating yourself for allowing yourself to go through those experiences that you went through. The 3 of Swords is in reverse, so that definitely is like, the way that you think about your situations or maybe even feel about yourself because of certain situations is not as decent as you would like it to be, as we would like it to be. So it's really putting you in a position to go into hermit mode, right? So instead of wondering or worrying about, like, again, the past of the relationships, start digging deep, right? Start doing some shadow work. Start digging deep to figure out, like, what did this experience, or what did that experience, those experiences, what did they show me about myself? What are they teaching me? What is it pulling out of me, right? And there's a number of different ways that we can go into this. I would like to say, like, write down like the names of the past 3 people that you have been with, right? If you have that many, write down the names, at least 2 of the last people that you have been with, and start recognizing like What were the things? Like, what was it about those people, whether it was good or bad? And then when you're done filling them out for both people, you can start circling the similarities so that now you'll know better, you'll know better of what you want to be paying attention to head on, like in the beginning of the situation, because you don't want to constantly keep on repeating similar energies over and over and then blaming yourself for constantly choosing the things that you've always chosen. It is most definitely necessary for you to choose different, right? We don't want to keep on choosing the same thing that we've been choosing all along and then constantly getting those similar results and then blaming ourselves for allowing ourselves to keep on going back into that space, right? When each time, I don't even want to say going back into that space, because each time it's different. Even though it may be similar, it's teaching you something different each time, or you're elevating or getting closer to what it is that you actually desire each time. You're just presented with what you can handle at that time so that you can learn from it, if that makes sense. Excuse me. Spirit, what is the potential outcome of this overall energy presented to us? Self-expression is very much so a thing. Be honest when it comes to like what it is that you like or what it is that you don't like. You don't have to constantly like make yourself who you think somebody else wants you to be. Start being open. Start being real about who you are, what it is that you require, what it is that you desire. And understand that if a person is opposed to it in the beginning, that's okay. Like it's completely okay. It is completely okay, because let them move out of the way so that you can then put yourself or get yourself into alignment with attracting who and or what it is that you actually require and desire. So for the potential outcome of what it is, for the potential outcome of the overall energy, again, here goes this Ace of Discs showing up, right? That Ace of Discs, again, is saying like new beginnings. New beginnings. And this is something that you really would appreciate, new beginnings. But it starts with you. Like, you have to recognize the role that you play in these situations or this situation and then be willing to address it, okay? You have the Queen of Wands. You have the Hangman. And then you also have the Ace of Swords. Okay? Ooh, that one almost fell. Now, the potential outcome, okay, is going to put you in a position to pay more attention to looking at things from different perspectives. That may be complicated, and I get it. You like, well, look at things from different perspectives. Like, what you mean? Start asking more questions so that you can get clear with this Ace of Swords on what it is that you actually, again, desire and or require for you in your relationship dynamics. You've been looking at things in one particular way. Now it's time to start educating yourself, to start opening yourself up to, different energies, new energies. Just really being honest with yourself about what it is that you want and not feeling like you have to settle for anything less than that, because in all honesty and actuality, you don't have to settle. You don't have to settle. Be honest, right? People, they cannot read your mind. They can only assume. But if you come and you verbalize what it is that like the point that you're wanting to get across, again, it puts you in a position to be able to say, like, are we in alignment in this area? Do we agree or disagree? Is there anything that we can do to compromise? And if not, again, it's okay to put yourself in a position to receive the very thing that you desire. And it does not have to be from a particular person. Excuse me. I do not know, again, what's going on with my throat. It was not just doing this. So with that being said, now we're going to go into the money and law of attraction cards. It started with Aries. I wasn't doing this initially, but it started with Aries. So we're going to give you it's pretty much going to tell you something about the alignment, like the energy that you want to embody in order for you to put yourself in alignment with whatever it is that you're wanting to attract, okay? Spirit, what is the message that you have for Cancers in this deck. You know their hearts and their situation. Thank you. Now keep in mind, these are money and law of attraction cards. So let's just see what it says first. I can earn money by doing what I love to do. As you practice your more positive, better feeling story, in time, your pleasure will become the dominant vibration within you. And then as you couple your pleasure with your means of earning, the two will blend perfectly and enhance each other. There is no better way to earn money than to do things that you love to do. Money can flow into your experience through endless avenues. It is not the choice of the craft that limits the money that flows, but only your attitude towards money. And with that being said, it's towards money and any and everything else, right? The attitude has to shift. The energy that you exude, it's going to have to shift because you get out. You get back what you put in, right? You get in what you put out. So whatever it is, again, when it comes to this type of dynamic that you are thinking, it's causing you to feel some type of way. And when you feel some type of way, that's the energy that you're putting out, because you can say whatever you want to say out of your mouth. You can have the thoughts that you have, but the energy behind it is what puts you in a position to attract or repel the very thing that you desire. So with that being said, we are going to end that there. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, Cancer, make sure that you do so. Please do come back for your elemental message. It will be posted on Friday. And until then, make sure you enjoy yourself. Have a pleasant day.